The wishing ring. Did you ever go to a party? Sure you did. Parties are swell, except when you eat too much, and then you get sick the next day. Well, Ted Burns went to a party once, and at the party, Ted's eyes were too big. He ate everything he saw. He ate oysters, candy, ice cream, peanuts, strawberries. Why, he ate everything on the table. After the party, Ted went home and went to bed. My, what a terrible dream he had. Ted dreamt that he met Santa Claus, and Santa Claus gave him a beautiful ring of gold. Now the ring was a wishing ring. Santa told Ted that if he would put the ring on his finger and make a wish, he would get his wish every time. Ted thought that would be swell, and so he decided to do some wishing. Ted always wanted to ride an elephant in a circus, so that was his first wish. Sure enough, Ted flew through the air, over the high buildings, and he landed right down on top of a big elephant in the circus. The elephant did all kinds of tricks, and all the little boys and girls clapped for Ted and his elephant. Oh, it was lots of fun, and Ted was very happy. Then Ted thought of something else. Ted always wanted to go to the North Pole, away up to the top of the world. Now was his chance. So Ted put on his wishing ring and wished that he was up at the North Pole, and sure enough, he flew right off the elephant's back, and up he went, away up to the top of the world. The North Pole was not what Ted expected. The North Pole was awfully cold. Ted was up there all alone, with nothing to eat, and nothing but ice and water around him, and he was afraid. Ted knew he had made a terrible mistake. He hoped his wishing ring would get him out of that terrible place, so he put on his wishing ring again. This time Ted wished he could go to China, and sure enough, away across the ocean he flew and landed in China. Ted thought he would like China, but the Chinese didn't like Ted. 2 Chinese bandits, 2 fierce-looking men, met Ted, grabbed him, and carried him off to their stronghold. Ted was so scared that he almost died. The bandits locked Ted up in a Chinese prison and gave him nothing to eat. For 3 days the bandits kept Ted locked up, and oh, how he cried. He wanted his mother and father, but they were too far away. He thought of all kinds of things. Perhaps the bandits would never let him out. Perhaps he'd die of hunger. Maybe the bandits would kill him. Nobody knew where Ted was. No one could help him. All of a sudden the door of the prison opened. The 2 bandits entered. Each one carried a big Chinese knife. The bandits got hold of Ted, and Ted yelled and screamed. He screamed as loud as he could, "Oh, I wish I were home!" And what do you think happened? Sure enough, just as soon as Ted yelled that he wished he were home, he flew away from the 2 bad men, away across the ocean, and in a few minutes he was home. And was he happy? Why, he was so happy that he jumped and danced with joy. He danced so much that he got dizzy. He fell to the floor with an awful thump. Yes, he fell so hard that the bump woke him up, and Ted found out that he had only been dreaming. Yes, Ted had only been dreaming, but what a terrible dream. Some boys and girls are just like Ted. They are never satisfied. They always think that things are so much better outside of their own home. They are always wishing. They always think that if they had this or that, or if they could go here or there, why, they'd be so happy. They don't know that the very best place for any boy or girl is right at home. Do you know that your own mother is the best cook on your street? She always makes just the kind of pies and cookies that you like. Do you know that your dad is the best man on the street? Sure he is. Why, he loves you better than any other man loves you. Your dad works hard for you every day. He works hard so that you will have enough to eat and nice clothes to wear. You can always play the games you like right at home. The lady next door won't let you play in her cellar, but your mother always lets you play in your cellar. Yes, I guess your own home is the best place after all, isn't it? I wonder how you act at home. Are you always fighting? Are you mean? Do you disobey? Are you the kind of boy or girl that no matter what your father and mother try to give you, you are never satisfied? Do you always want something more? Do you sass your mother and father? If you do, shame on you. How can your home be happy if you act like that? Let's try to make our house the best house on the street. Be kind at home. Be satisfied. Be clean. Let's show our fathers and mothers that we're the best boys and girls in the world. Don't make your home a sad place. Make your home a glad place. It's the easiest thing in the world. Let's try. You will, won't you?